Hey everybody, it is the creator of the Living in Murrieta channel on YouTube. Wanted to provide not only a market update, but a little bit more of a deeper dive into the luxury market in Murrieta, California. But first, as you can see, I have up a map that outlines Murrieta. But one of the bigger questions that I get from people who are either out of state or just out of area is where exactly is Murrieta, California? So one of the first things that I'm going to do here is just zoom out just a little bit. And I'll drag this map down just a little bit. So firstly, Murrieta is in Riverside County. It is in an area that is considered Southwest Riverside County. And as you can see, it's just above Temecula, but if you continue south for about 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to start to get into San Diego County, about right here. So it is, at the very south end of Riverside County, just north of San Diego County. You see here we have Los Angeles County, and then we have Orange County here. There are a couple ways to get to Murrieta from these areas, but eventually you're going to end up on the 15 coming south. What you can also see on this map, and I'll zoom in just a little bit, is that Murrieta, kind of in the middle of the city, is where the 15 and the 215 actually merge. And this area right here is called the Golden Triangle. Right now, it is undeveloped property. That property has been being contested for land use for, I think, about the last 30 years. So right now it's still just undeveloped area, and you'll see that right off of Murrieta Hot Springs. So before I kind of dive into the city, what I wanted to do on this video, though, is talk about some of the outlying areas to Murrieta. Sometimes in certain areas, you can get a little bit more for your money than you're going to get in, say, Murrieta, which is the more well-known of some of these cities, and definitely more so than Temecula, which, as you may know, is considered Southern California wine country. You do have a lot of larger properties. It is a tourist destination. So again, you're going to have a little bit higher property values for a home. Just north of Murrieta, we have the Menifee area, and Menifee is an up-and-coming city. You may know it as Sun City, but it is officially renamed to Menifee, and that's happened just in the last couple years. If we go a little bit further east and come down, we have French Valley, which lays just east of Murrieta, and also kind of upper east of Temecula. So there are some developed communities in the area that, again, you're going to get a little bit more for your money in areas like French Valley, Menifee, and even Wildomar. But if I zoom out just a little bit, I do want you to see this area called La Cresta. Now, although on the map, it looks like it falls just outside of Murrieta, for the purposes of real estate, La Cresta is often included as a part of Murrieta. And to make a point of that, and looking at the May 2025 numbers for real estate, all of the homes that were closed in the category of luxury. So typically that means a home that is listed at $1 million or more. All 5 of those homes were in this area of La Cresta. So let me pull up the summary that I did of the market. Now, I did tweak it a little bit. So if you saw this posted on Instagram, this is going to look a little bit different because what I did, instead of kind of bulking all of Murrieta together, which doesn't necessarily provide as complete or even really, I would say accurate a picture depending on what you're looking for. I broke out kind of the standard market, so anything less than $1 million, and then the luxury market. So again, $1 million plus, and you'll see a really big difference between this that I'm going to show you now and what was previously posted on Instagram, which was, it was still accurate in that those were the numbers when you included luxury, but what you'll see here is going to be just a little bit different. So let me go ahead and restart the video and I'll kind of talk through some of the numbers. So we're going to start with just the standard summary. There were 105 closings, median sales price was 690,000. And then the average days of market, so from list date to going under contract, was 35 days. So just over a month. That is showing that the market is strong. You know, the median price being 690K. Again, good market. For luxury, you'll see the numbers are a lot different. There were only 5 closed homes. Again, all of those were in La Cresta. There are only 12 active listings, also in La Cresta, 1 pending. And guess where? La Cresta. So the average, or excuse me, the median sales price, I'm going to try to go back here just a little bit. The median sales price for luxury is 2.1 million. And then the average days on market, you'll see, are 99 days. So almost 3 times as much. And even that is maybe not as telling. So what I can tell you, again, that median sales price was 2.1, but the highest priced of those listings sold for 2.625. And that was in La Cresta. It was an 8-bedroom, 6-bath house. It had been on the market for 184 days, so almost double that average days on market. So what I can tell you a little bit about luxury in general is that those homes do take longer to sell. You will see multiple price reductions. So that home that sold for 2.625 in La Cresta was originally listed for 2.85 million. So, you know, over a $200,000 reduction in sales price, which when we're dealing with big numbers is not that surprising. It's not that major of an impact to the bottom line for the sellers. So hopefully you enjoyed this brief overview of Murrieta and kind of the market surrounding it. I will dive into the city a little bit more on subsequent videos, but just be on the lookout for the revised market updates that I'll be providing weekly going forward. Now, with the caveat that the luxury numbers are not going to change much or often. So we may be doing an update at the end of June where there might have been one sale, that one that's currently listed as pending. So one really quick kind of market trend overall update, though, is that you will see homes staying on the market a little bit longer. Sometimes homes are going under contract. So then it shows as pending, under contract, and then there are available again. We've seen a lot of fluctuations in the market where either a buyer circumstance changes, or there's just a point in the agreement where it's no longer viable for either the buyer or the seller. So kind of be on the lookout for that. So even if the home that you're looking for is under contract, keep an eye on it, because one, it might return to the market, and it may even return to the market at a cheaper price or a more agreeable price. So, if you do have any questions, give me a call, check me out on YouTube, Instagram, at Lillian Powers Realtor, and I look forward to seeing you next week.